Right, so I'm just going to play a clip from a Channel 4 news clip from about a year ago. It's in Kegworth, which is in Leicestershire, not far from me. But there's a couple of points I want to bring up, so I'll get playing now.
They shout their slogans. Some passers-by start arguing with them because they say they don't support their protest.
This populist politics that we've got now, that's what...
So there's the first one. This is a bloke that really irritated me. Populist politics. So populist meaning a supporter of the rights and power of the people. So basically saying he's against that. A supporter of the... Yeah, so the remainder just says you support their movements. But main important part of that, you support rights and power of the people. Obviously, how dare they do that?
Worries me. Everyone's polarised. Nobody talks to each other anymore. And it's Donald Trump politics, isn't it?
Donald Trump politics. Yeah, Donald Trump was a populist, so he was in favour of the country that he lived in, and in favour of the people within that country having the best possible future. So basically, you're saying you're against that.
Why are they chanting "Save our children"? I don't know why they're chanting that. Save them from what?
And this is why it irritated me so much. I mean, I won't start being personal, but the guy looks like a total mess, is all I'll say. Clearly doesn't look after himself at all. But this is what I've got to get to. They're saying save our children. A lot of these people come from countries and cultures you don't understand. You know, you've had the luxury of living in somewhere like Kegworth, no doubt, which is a small village with a population of 3,500, mainly middle class people. You've probably never been exposed to the depths of some of these people in these cultures and countries do. When I served in Afghanistan, it was well known that some of them like to play with little boys on a Thursday night, for example. Anyway, save them from what? Well, let's look at the UK. What happened in the UK not so long ago in places like Rotherham, Rochdale, are the most infamous places. But it's happening everywhere, even to this day. Burnley, I've seen it with my own eyes, taking place in Burnley. It's even happening down in Oxford. I remember it came out in Oxford. It's Newcastle, Derby, every big city it'll be taking place. Right? So, how fucking dare you, to be honest, say save them from what? Them people know what the potential future is. They'll set up a taxi rank, they'll set up a kebab shop, and then this is what goes on from there. We're coming up to the 80th anniversary of D-Day and Arnhem, and people like yourself will be probably putting your bunting up and coming out the usual garbage. If it wasn't for that lot, we'd all be speaking German and they defeated fascism. Well, what was the point in fighting them wars if people like weak, cowardly men like yourself were going to bow down and allow all these people from the Middle East and Africa to come here? Also, something else I'll get out there while I'm thinking of it. The manipulative reporting is scandalous. I wouldn't expect anything else, but it's an Asian reporter, not British Asian, she's Asian. She's an Asian reporter reporting for a British network, and she picks the most softly spoken migrant she can possibly find. And as usual, it's like, we're just human, we just want to be treated like humans. And alright, I've watched all the auditing videos, and you see these people spitting at you, putting middle fingers up at you. To the media, to the news, you can't play your games anymore, because we've got the internet. We can go on YouTube and watch ST Audits or Yorkshire Rose or someone like that who goes around filming these migrant hotels. Some are good, but there's a lot of bad ones in there as well. And this is why they've got all the comforts and everything being given to them. Imagine when they haven't got much, what happened then? Anyway, to the guy who rattled me cage earlier, you need to get a grip. You really do. You need to get a good grip on reality. And also with the kids thing, well, them people are the future generation. So when they're in the driving seat like they are now, you can see everything's going to shit. I think we're sending no end of money to India because we've got an Indian Prime Minister. So the future of this country depends on our own self-preservation as opposed to weak, cowardly men like yourself bowing down to everybody. Anyway, that's that.